Let me get this out. See. Stop.
U.S. Right. And stay down.
Well, technically yesterday, no, fuck. I will talk about what's coming up because we're gonna probably be going into this will be back on Judgement soon.
Remember to like the stream and we'll be talking about future plans and getting hype about the story.
Yep. Maybe in the quest and I doubt journalists are so bored they go out drinking every night either.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, I knew Challenger post. This one's a detective. Watch out, Mario. Come for some sport. Only he thinks I'll be good at this. That's all he thinks. All I'm gonna say, we did this, but I want to read it. You want in? It's 10,000 yen. I think that's 1,000 yen. I'm not good with maths. And who will guess my occupation takes the pot. So if we put all down 10, it would make it worth. You might actually have a shot. But how about make it more interesting for you? I bet 500. No one can guess. What? That's a lot. The winner's 9. Boom.
Hey.
How about that? That's quite a fortune on the line if you can guess it. I'll join him. Yeah. I know what happens. I only got. What I did is I paused it and so I didn't save. I will talk him. You're welcome to serve and take your time with me. I'm gonna say it's cool that we get to do some side quests in the story, but I wish this just feels like it's taking up like actual time.
Suspicious. What the?
That's necklace or something spent just. I guess that's still. Maybe she's already married.
Hey.
No ring on the thing, not even clues where one would be. It is she's not married. Nice. That's useful information. Her nails are. That probably means having long nails and polish doesn't do her with her job. What else? Maybe her back? No. I think that's it. There's no clues. Your hair dye and your nails are done, so you clearly don't have a job that would both doors and you. No ring means no husband. You dress to nines down. Clearly you have money. And the fact that you're here every night means you ain't working very demanding hours. It's impressive. I know the call if I ever need a detective. So if I might so far, could be. It wouldn't be fair if I told you. Oh yeah, I can catch. I can confirm that she isn't short of money. It couldn't help me notice either. You pay your tab with black. I'm gonna name this my pie chat quickly to Judgement Stream. I mean, it would be cool. I give so. Right, well, black card, right? Oh wow, now I think about it. I might do it a bit long because tomorrow I'm going to be doing we'll be back on Teenage Mutant Turtle grind tomorrow with COD. I took a break from COD of what happened. Hey, I kind of figured out he was talking to multiple people. Because I looked at the other people and they all seem that they want to pie, so she clearly has both money and luxury and the luxury of time. Then more must be. And also a doctor. No, because if you're a doctor, you don't have much time. You wouldn't be able to go to the pub. An author, you have the most time. But a serial lover could work because it's actually got infinite wealth. Oh, this is hard. This thing, she's here every night. If she's a serial lover, I don't know why she'll be here every night. Yeah. Interesting, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with it. It's the only one I have. Anyone else? Care to throw any guess? I'm getting with yeah. That's this is pretty good. Yes. I'll take the step in the start. Feel very kind for but you're all wrong. I win. Looks like I've been talking before. Huh? Damn it. I see you. I don't work for taking 9. What? Oh, it was a night job. She was a doctor. Female, she can do whatever she wants. Maybe she has to go in at night. Let me quickly say something to this person. I'm gonna be muted. I doubt we're even close. Yeah. Talking about Daredevil, say talk. I should guess Doctor because
Hmm?
I think why don't you do that?
Huh?
Yeah, that is true. We don't. Yeah, my husband even a girl.
Yeah.
I just don't see them making him kill someone. That's just. I'm talking to this guy about the new Daredevil TV show, which time. There she is. There she goes. I hate this. I hope in God's judgment they take this shit out. That part I didn't have a cat.
Isn't that...
Go.
A lady can never be too careful.
So we'll wait and see. I mean, you don't know Punisher could just be off the camera there. Honestly, it's the Punisher for a reason. Is it? Surprisingly, they're not doing anything with like adding Daredevil to our Marvel rivals. I think you would thought they would added him in the all the Fantastic Four. They're more like you could have done like Richard and Stu. I doubt it. I need a messages first.
Isn't that... Isn't that...
Oh, I've been muted this whole fucking time. Oh, Jesus. So yeah, we're following this woman because she lied about her job to us. We thinking she died. We don't know what her job is. She gets money. Like, I mean, I was staking her out. I was mute this whole time. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been taught. I was talking to I'm gonna shut the door in a minute. These songs gonna have a shout. See, I'm putting mute so I don't hit the thing.
We can never be too careful.
Hmm? Perfect.
Doc.
Huh?
Hey.
guys?
Fuck me, I've been muted this whole time. What I was saying before this, I was saying, like, I'm kind of, like, the padding of this game is kind of just over the foot. Like, they're just now made me do a side quest. Now I'm doing another side quest, and I haven't done anything with the story yet. I know the other Yakuza games have it, but it's just felt like that training quest was just so long. We haven't actually done any story stuff yet, like at all in this stream. That's why I'm gonna do it a bit longer because
What a waste.
I'm gonna have to get health. I'm gonna have to get that, and then that. I guess.
Perfect.
I haven't heard this theme in ages.
Hello?
Yagami-san. This is Sari.
What's up, Saori-san? You don't usually call me.
I haven't been able to reach Shintani-sensei. It keeps going to voicemail. He hasn't picked up since he left the office after talking to you.
Mm-hmm. And?
Didn't you say the Kyorei clan was after him?
Yeah, he'll be fine. I just wanted to give him a scare.
Okay, still. Could you try him for me? Sometimes he ignores my calls. Maybe he'll pick up for you.
Are you sure we're talking about the same guy? But I might as well. Can't hurt to try.
All I remember from 3 weeks ago is that the murder. So this guy, this Yakuza, went in and basically told to beat up this other Yakuza, and then he ends up in an alleyway with like the person he beat up ends up with Gag's eyes, like his eyes been whipped out. Oh no. Oh no.
Hi, Shintani here.
Hey, Shintani-sensei, it's Tak. Where are you?
You've reached the voicemail box of the one and only Masamichi Shintani, Genda Law Office's finest attorney.
What the
Shintani.
Shintani,
Leave
no.
your legal troubles after the beep.
Whoa. Holy shit. That was being. Holy shit.
The Tojo
Oh yeah, I
clan
forgot this
struck by
man
Kyorei
motherfucker
clan
just killed this
gunfire.
guy.
Kamurocho's disarray only spreads wider. On the surface, the diagram resembles a Yakuza turf war. But in the shadows are glimpses of a construction firm and political influence. And in Yagami's own shadow, the mole's sharp claws claim yet another victim.
This is getting hype.
No, seriously, that was sick. Days go by. Days gone by. No.
What do you mean he's dead? Didn't you just say everything would be okay?
Stay calm, Sari-san. I'm just as shocked as you. But I think the mole is responsible.
Have you contacted the police?
No, not yet.
You should do that right away then.
Yeah.
Do you think you could make the call, Sari-san?
What?
I need time to check things out before the cops show up and take over. Please.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks.
That I didn't expect to have a death in this episode. I thought he was gonna go in, but he. Oh. Okay. Oh no. I was gonna get. Probably a camera. Oh no. Yeah, no, I need to quickly because I want to get the trophy for getting the cat. So we're in chapter 6, Judgement Cat Locations. We're in chapter 6. We've done that one. Yeah, days go by. Right. I've just seen wait a bit in another cat, but no. Head to the ADDC. Okay, when I get to that one. So this one isn't got a cat. Even though those two cats are placed. Yeah. Also, it has to be someone who knew I can get into this room. That's all I'm gonna say, because...
What the?
No blood on the floor, the motherfucker saw. But then, wouldn't someone saw this... Okay, someone else. Copycat killer, probably. Right, here we go.
Suspicious.
What's in here? We're fine.
Hey.
There it is. Let's take a closer look. That should tell me everything I know. I have a feeling the guy who killed him is the officer. Oh, that's the one who called. Who are you talking to? Thing you can do.
We received a call from the Genda Law Office.
You got here fast, Detective Kuroiwa.
Shintani, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
His name has been coming up a lot lately. He's the reason Hamura walked, after all. Perhaps you couldn't stand his newfound fame so you often.
No.
I heard you two weren't exactly on good terms.
Do you greet everyone by accusing them of murder? Guess that's just how cops like you operate.
Oh shit. This is getting
Forensics will be
interesting.
here soon. We will need you present as a resident of the property. After that, we'll need some time to investigate.
How long?
We'll have to find somewhere else to stay tonight at the very least.
Okay.
I don't have money for that.
Yet you can afford bribing a cop. Firebase sources aren't even that reliable.
Don't know what you mean.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
It's really interesting.
Yeah, sorry. I had to wait around for the cops to get here. Is Genda-sensei still at the office?
Yes. He wants to talk to you about Shintani. As do I. Hoshino, too.
Okay, I'll head over now. See you soon.
Yeah, but- okay, and I know this is, I'm gonna say this, but how the hell did they, someone saw someone bring that in? I even know gunshot, where we got shot, someone heard that. I forgot who killed him. My guess is it's not the mole. I think it's that Yakuza guy. Because the mole only gags at the eyes. We don't ever see him use guns. That's all we know about the mole, is that he doesn't really use, like, guns.
What a waste.
So it makes sense. That's what I think who it is. I guess the mole. I guess it's the Yakuza guy who beat us up in the last episode. In that
Wow.
I forgot what it was. It was like some kind of, like, area you could order girls, like, talk to and that lot. He beat us up in there. That's all. That's all I remember. The story, and then the story about what happened in the past is what interested. We want to know what, like, because he had a case when he was a lawyer, and he let the guy off,
Really, guys?
and then he was a lawyer, and then the guy who he let off, killed, I think, the gut person's wife. That's what I remember in this game, and in that story. And also, this is good for me to get back into, because the new Yakuza, like, the Yakuza's out.
And stay down.
That is funny. That was funny how he just did that. Yeah, I do think there'll be a new Judgment game. They'll make that. I feel like they're probably, what they're doing is they're waiting for, like, maybe next year, because I've noticed, when did the first Judgment game come out?
I know you've had a rough night, Yagami. But if you're up to it, can you tell us what happened to Shintani?
Saori-san was having trouble getting in touch with Shintani. So I decided to give him a call myself, see what the deal was. But when I dialed him up, I heard the phone ringing in my closet.
So
Shintani was killed the same way as all the others.
we might be getting a Judgment game this year.
Do you mean his eyes were...
Because the last game was in 2021, it's
Gouged out,
2025. But the first one was
But
3 years,
Shintani's beef
like
was with the Kyorei clan. Why would the mole
2018.
target him?
It's basically every 3 years we've been
I'm
getting a
not so
Judgement
sure.
game, those two. I
It
think we're
sounded
gonna
like he
get
knew
one
something
this
when you
year or
talked
next
earlier.
year. And I think they're
Right.
going to Hawaii.
Think this is some kind of Yakuza
I think that
pissing
would be a
contest,
cool
do
case.
ya?
It kind of
Come
reminds me of Death in
on. The mole
Paradise.
is way bigger than you
And that's not in
know.
Hawaii, but it's like it's in a tropical area.
He probably knew more about the mole than
Oh
I
no.
did. And his source had to have been Hamura. Maybe they killed him to keep their secret safe.
But why did he have to put Shintani-sensei's body in your office?
Not sure. Maybe to harass me? Maybe to scare me off their trail? Maybe both.
Yagami. You might want to lay low for a bit. It's
Yep.
not safe for you here. Get out of town. Go somewhere quiet. If the mole comes after you next...
Right. I'll do just that, Genda-sensei.
Listen. Like,
You
if he
know,
goes out of
I
the
watched
thing,
over Shintani since his first day as a lawyer. Kid had a good head on his
I
shoulders.
don't even remember him.
And a knack for the job I could never compete with.
When I finish this,
But
I'm
he
gonna go
didn't have
back
the
and
guts
probably
to
watch all
succeed
my
when push came to
streams.
shove. Not the most persistent lawyer I've seen. Even so, he looked up to me. Guess I took it for granted. Thought he'd always be part of the team.
When I first joined, Shintani-sensei was the one who showed me the ropes. He was a reliable man.
There he was.
Thanks for this, Yagami.
Yagami.
Come on, Sari-kun. I'll walk you to
Sorry,
the station.
Sure.
Feel free to stay here tonight, Yagami.
I appreciate it.
What about you,
I don't want anything to
Yoshino-kun?
happen to these
I
people.
think I'll work a little more before I head home.
If you say so. Good night.
Good night, boss. Make yourself at home, Yagami-san. I'll leave you the key. You've been here way longer anyway. You deserve it more than me.
Yep. Okay.
Yagami-san, do you have a minute?
Yep.
Sure, what's up?
Well, it's about Shintani-sensei.
Oh, he knows.
Yagami-san, I know you just told Genda-sensei you're gonna lay low, but that's not true, is it? You want to keep hunting down this killer.
And if I said yes?
Don't worry, I won't tell Genda-sensei. But in return... I want to help you. Look for the mole, that is. I won't slow you down. I promise.
Looking to avenge Shintani, huh?
He wasn't as strong as he let on. The tough guy act was a mask he wore to hide his insecurities. Deep down, he was just weak. That's why he was going along with Hamura, not because he wanted to. I mean, who can say no to a Yakuza?
Yeah, I
Now
can.
look how it turned out. I was
That's
sitting
what
right
half the
next to him
community then
this
knows his
whole time,
Judgment.
yet there was nothing I could do to help.
Yagami's
You know,
my favorite character.
I'm still young. I don't even know what kind of lawyer I want to be.
I don't want any of
Criminal,
these. If
civil,
this, I'd
the
psychopath to
slightest
die.
idea.
That's sign.
But I know
I
one
feel like it might happen in
I
this
don't want to
one.
be the
He
kind of
might
lawyer who
die.
sits on his hands after his friend gets murdered. Which means...
Are you sure about this, Hoshino? Genda-sensei told me to lay low. If you're seen helping me...
Don't worry about that. I'll defend myself in court if I need to. Now, Yagami-san, do you mind if I tag along?
You'll just tell Genda-sensei if I refuse, huh?
Yeah, you got that right.
Not much choice then. Welcome aboard.
Glad to be working with you.
Well,
God.
let's get down to business.
The
First
news
off, I want to know what
is
Shintani
so
was doing before
good
he
in
died.
this game.
And I have some evidence that may tell us just that.
What?
Shintani dialed this number earlier today. I want to know where it goes.
Right. That makes sense.
It does, because you want to know who the fuck
It's a
killed
good
him.
thing the killer forgot to take Shintani's phone, huh? This way we can see who he was calling.
The killer didn't forget. Even if the phone was gone, we'd still be able to get Shintani's data from his provider.
Really? I had no idea.
Yep. I bet he left the phone so I'd find the body quicker.
Huh?
I mean, he went through the trouble of hiding it in my office of all places. Probably wanted to cause as much chaos as possible, you know?
Hey, the number got a hit in the search. It's apparently for the, Advanced Drug Development Center?
What the hell?
What, do you know it?
3 years ago, there was a pretty famous murder there. A patient was killed, and their body dumped in the mountains.
Oh no.
And the man they arrested for it was named Shinpei Okubo.
Okubo. Wait, he was your client, wasn't he?
He worked as a contract laundryman for the center.
That's him.
Every 2 or 3 days, he'd stop by to pick up their dirty linens. According to the police report, it was thought he carried the body out in a bundle of sheets.
Right. And you defended him in court, and won. But then he got free and...
You can stop there.
Yeah, you got point, yeah.
But why would Shintani-sensei have called the ADDC? Who would he even talk to?
I bet we'll find out if we give them a ring. But it's getting late. You should go home. We both need some shut-eye, yeah?
Yeah, we can start fresh tomorrow. Where do we want to meet?
Oh, right. We want to keep this a secret from Genda-sensei after all. There's an arcade called Charles up on Park Boulevard. That should work for now.
Okay. I'll let Kaito-san know.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. I'll see you.
Okay, now we can go here. Use this. This is West Arm. So doing like that to go. Oh wow.
Excuse me.
Alright. Mike what? There should be some going behind it. Okay. What the fuck is... Oh, I have to go actually. Fuck. How am I supposed to get it?
Excuse me.
pounds. And start a war. Speaking this, just make it. Let's start wars like this and both of them. That's why people call me the Hermit or the Dragon of the Dragon Slayer.
This is Yagami.
What is this Dragon for? You know, about abandoned buildings and that's the Dragon. I don't know the full point. Like understanding your own reason. I came here to gather something together. I like it. This stuff is funny because it was just like he was just on the floor. I'm like, well, isn't that the argument? Ready to go. That's no, get you. Isn't this? We get like superpowers or some shit like in this one. Well, you don't have fights in the street. You got yourself in a little pickle. You almost some. Even some. Oh shit. Monkey cricket. You wouldn't. That's a. Yes. We can have access. Energy ball extract. Actually, I want energy. What the? I want to know what this does. What the fuck? That's sick. Energy ball. Instant kill. I want the fire one. Just give me the fire one. I'm waiting for the thing. So in a minute we can do this. No, okay. It's a shortcut. And then buy one. And then that one will be right then. Okay. On. I know what the fuck. Oh. Oh, I was doing the wrong thing. I was using actual elemental powers. Oh, that's not good. It's probably the DLC stuff what we're using, because probably you can do what the shit.
Yep.
Yeah. I had no idea it would be this, but I think so. I do really keep it going, but it's probably every. Yeah, I've seen no game with it sounds like they've been trying something like it's scared of me, even though it's have something. So.
Excuse me.
It's fine. Go that way. Yeah, I'll take it. I mean, it's such an interesting like concept. You take some kind. It seems like drugs. Okay. I don't know. Why don't you have a seat? This stream point no one cares.
Huh?
You in the woods, dude. Yeah. Do contains a special boat that mixes with white ingredients. Go on out. By the wisdom, so you try to get. Yeah, indeed. Now that this occurs, as this can apply to different effects, depending on what you make, seems there are many types of access to it. Each requires every set of ingredients. You can find all ingredients, which is ridiculous. It doesn't sound too like. In fact, I just don't know how to make another stuff. Why don't you try this? So, well, I never first. Let's do this. Thank you. Yeah. I'll give you a little recipe that details. You want to try and improve some more, then don't say anything. You can also take this. It fills up with special tools and that allows you to brew your own. Okay,
Excuse me.
What is this? Yeah, I forgot to tell you. There was that extra one. I'm trying to do as many as I have as possible without help expecting to do. You make. I mean, I'll teach you how to do more. But for now, get the scalpel. That's fine. I don't mind. That seems like another thing you do. You brew stuff. I probably might need it. I feel like, first of all. Wait, I know what that building means.
Out of the way!
Really, guys?
It just trolls. Oh, there is. What? What is it? What's going on? Wait. I don't want to do it. Ouch.
Excuse me.
I think this thing really more important. And then there's something you have to go off. Listen, I don't. I'll pay you. Okay, fine, I'll go for you.
Wait a sec.
I don't really care. I don't care about this side quest that much. This is such a goofy fucking thing. How is this fucking hat flying? I like this game. See, it's not like Yakuza in that. The tone is a bit more. I was gonna say Yakuza is more like a crime thriller, but this is more like a detective show. Ouch, that's right. It's a really fast one. Sorry, Grace, I do. I think you're gonna wear it. Nah, I can't put on what anyone's watching. Do I do? Maybe. I eventually I do feel I recognise you before. I guess you'll find out when you're on the TV. When you let me explain real quick. So, you see no one looking. Alright, here it goes. Oh shit. Who is it? I don't recognise him.
Huh?
You're not. I don't know. But I do like the fact he's a bold. He's bold, but he's run away. It's wonderful. I do consider this a place to search. I understand your celebrity and you think it's fantasy, but just fine. You see, frequently. Anyways, I'm done opening the TV. You'll see him on TV. I'm actually getting more excited about the story. Like, it's getting interesting. Because someone's already died. I don't want the main crew to die, because I'm getting like Death and Paradise feels from this. Like, how like, it's kind of goofy, because in some of the story he's not taking it so seriously, but it's a murder. Don't fuck them.
Not a wise choice.
Let go.
Oh, you. There's a lot of key actions you could do with this for a character. Like, if they're gonna do more games and they're gonna add new characters, they should all be, if it's a beat 'em up like this, it should be more like this. This is the Judgment. This is the Judgment 5.
Kaito-san told me you'd be here. Don't forget about me next time, yeah?
Wish you'd fucking forget about me. Is there a reason your little gang needs to keep meeting up here?
It's so nice of you to let us use your story,
Wait,
Higashi-san.
hold up.
Especially when you're clearly so opposed to the idea.
Don't talk down to Yakuza, kid.
It's okay, Higashi-san. I think we all know you're nicer than you let on.
What the hell?
Damn, and you're braver than you look, Hoshino-kun. You got the skills to back it up?
Just a third-degree black belt.
Huh?
Not that I've ever had to use it.
What is he snapping at you?
Call this meeting to order?
No,
Sure.
I am not novice cycle now.
Masamichi Shintani of the Genda Law Office has been murdered. Given that his eyes were gouged
Steve
out,
Blum.
it's likely the mole was responsible.
What is Steve
And I'll
Blum
need all
for?
of your help to track him down.
The ADDC, huh? Weird time for that to come up again.
I'd agree. That's
Again?
kind of
It's come up
Dempsey.
before?
We can talk about that later. What's important now is Shintani called them before he was killed.
I love the dub. I feel like the dub, and I heard the dub for Pirate is done by someone the guy from JoJo. Bizarre Adventure. I've never seen that, but
I think I remember them being in the news a lot last year. Something about a new drug that could win a Nobel Prize.
Yeah, here it is.
The ADDC's research into AD9 has now been published, one of the world's leading scientific magazines, leading to the gathering of reporters from both Japan and abroad that we have here today.
It's a brand new dementia drug. They call it AD9. This was right after Director Kido from the ADDC published his paper on it. They're still undergoing clinical trials on larger animals, but apparently every single mouse they've given it to has made a full recovery.
Now with
the man giving the presentation here is Dr. Ryusuke Kido, a world leader in neurophysiology and the primary researcher on AD9.
He's the one who showed me around the center when I was looking into Okubo's case. Guess he's been the director for a while now.
From what I can tell, the Ministry of Health is increasing the ADDC's budget to hasten the development of AD9.
Okay.
They're even adding another building to the center. It's a huge project.
Damn good deal they've got.
I'm still not getting
I
it, though.
can't.
Why Shintani go and call them?
That's what we're about to find out. And there's only one way to do that.
Come on! Can't just take a man's phone.
First off, we'll need to figure out who
didn't pay
Shintani was
attention
calling.
until this thing.
How are we gonna do that over the phone?
I suppose that all depends on your acting skills, Detective Yagami.
ADDC, front desk speaking.
Hi there, ma'am. This is... This is Takayuki Yagami from the Yagami Detective Agency.
Hello there, Yagami-san.
I'm calling about a lawyer named Shintani who I believe contacted you yesterday. I was wondering if you could connect me with whomever he spoke to.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that. It's in violation of our personal information policy.
Well, the truth is, Shintani-san passed away yesterday. This is the last number he dialed, so I'm calling to ask about him.
I'm sorry, but that information is private. You'll need a warrant if you want to know more. I really am sorry, sir.
I see. Thank you anyway. No way this happens over the phone. It'll be faster to just head over there myself.
You think that's gonna work?
Not sure, but I know the director, remember? Worst case scenario, I come back empty-handed.
I'll come with you, Yagami-san.
Okay. Me and Nagashi will go check out what's going on with the Matsugane family. Shouldn't be tough with Hamura out of the picture.
Hey, I don't remember saying I was gonna help you.
By the way, Yagami-san, Whatever happened to that guy from 3 years ago? Shinpei Okubo.
He's in the detention center. Been there since they gave him his death sentence.
Have you ever gone to see him, Yagami-san?
No. Why would I? Why do you ask, anyway?
I don't know. I was wondering what he was like. The case got tons of news coverage, you know. I was also wondering what you thought about the case. I mean, did you really think that he was innocent?
Probably.
But then he walked and killed his girlfriend. You defended him for that too, yeah?
Yeah.
Be able to uncouple
Did you
Mins.
believe him then too?
He kept saying the same thing. How he could never have killed anyone. But I didn't believe him, no. Fighting for him in court made me sick to my stomach.
Do you think he deserves the death penalty?
That's enough of the questions, Sugiura.
Well, my bad. Was that too far?
Nah.
If you say so.
Yagami-san? You're heading to the ADDC now, yes? I'm gonna grab a taxi for us. I'll wait for you over on Park Boulevard.
BRB.
Over here, Yagami-san. I have a taxi for us.
ちらまで行かれますか？それでは出発いたします。
I've heard a bit about this place before. But the ADDC, isn't it just one part of a larger organization? If I recall correctly, they call it the Medical Institute. Is that accurate?
Yeah. They own every last inch of this campus.
It's incredible. Even with all these buildings, they're still getting budget to expand from that new drug. So? Is it the same as you remember?
Yeah.
I'm back on my talk. I'm getting interesting. I think this area is going to be like the final area. This does remind me of like the big tower.
Huh?
What we
Don't
always
go too far ahead.
in the
Yagami-san?
Yakuza game, we always have to fight the Millennium Tower. This seems like the final POI. So we're definitely coming back here again. That looks cool. I'm just glad it's not a massive tower. Like, it's not really about a tower. We're just going.
What are you all shaking up for? Calm down. Just stick with me and you'll be fine.
Who the
Got
fuck
that,
is that?
Yagami?
Yagami-san! Try not to just ditch me, okay? Is something wrong?
It's just... After 3 years, it still looks the same.
Huh?
Almost like time itself has stopped.
Yagami-san.
Come on. Front desk's over there.
That was weird. That was like that guy was a ghost. He was like out of the box.
Do you have an appointment, sir?
I don't, sorry. My name is Hoshino, from the Genda Law Office. This is my partner, Yagami. We're here to talk about a murder that took place in Kamurocho yesterday.
A murder?
A coworker of ours named Shintani. He was the victim.
We have a record that he called this center before he was killed.
Huh?
We're hoping you can help us track down exactly who he spoke to.
I'm very sorry, sir, but I can't provide such private information.
He was behind. He was shouting.
Well, could I at least talk to Director Kido instead? He's an old friend of mine. Just let him know Yagami stopped by to say hello.
I don't think that'll be necessary. Look over there.
Oh.
Gentlemen, I really don't know what else you want from me. I have nothing more to say. I've told the police all that I know.
Oh, so it's like some time travel shenanigans.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about all this, Director. Problem is, my partner here won't give it a rest till he sees the scene of the crime. But I'm sure we'll be leaving soon.
That's not what we agreed upon. You know this isn't about how long it takes.
And what about Okubo? I take it he's still not fessed up.
No, not quite as of yet, sir. We all saw where the body was. Exactly where he said it would be.
Quite true. Not much point in fighting this now. The Minister has made it clear that he wants it resolved soon as well. Just look at how much trouble one contractor has caused.
Sorry, which minister? I didn't know about this, sir.
The Health Minister. It's all his call how much funding we get.
Director, if I may, if you would just direct me to the scene of the crime, I could head over there myself. I'll be out of your hair in no time, I assure you.
I'd rather you didn't wander on your own. So instead, she can show you. Terasawa-kun, these gentlemen here are Shintani-sensei and,
Yagami.
It's a pleasure. I hope I can help you find what you need.
Well, with that, I'll be taking my leave.
Thank you again.
So it has to be connected to this place.
Apologies for all the trouble.
There was a murder what happened here 3 years ago.
I can
and
show
now
you how to get to Waku-san's room.
this murder is...
Who's Waku-san?
The guy who died in his room?
Oh, yeah. And you are... Terasawa-san, huh? Wow, you're young. And a looker to boot.
Can we keep this professional?
Huh?
Nice try, Shintani-sensei.
Not the friendliest girl in town.
Oh shit, we had time trouble in this game.
Guests here.
After I busted my ass to pass the bar, I always figured I'd have my pick of the ladies.
Okay, this is so interesting. We're gonna... Oh, maybe we're gonna find out the what happened here. I really want to also find out what happened in the original.
Right this way, please. Straight ahead is the ADDC's general ward. Waku-san's room is on the 4th floor.
Oh, this is a cool way to do it. Maybe we get to play like the scene of the crime, or made him stop being a lawyer and became a detective. Like that would be cool.
This was the room assigned to Waku-san.
What's down there?
That's the research wing, where they develop all our new drugs.
Oh.
You can't get in without a gold key card, though. Not even I have one.
Gold, huh?
I suppose because it's the heart of the center's operations.
Huh. Sounds like it's a whole nother world back there. Security like that must be a bitch. Come on, Yagami.
It's on this with the drug. I think it's this drug. The guy,
Before he died, Waku-san spent most of his time in here.
And when was he admitted?
2 years ago, with Alzheimer's.
Some kind of dementia, right?
Alzheimer's is a neurodegenerative disease that leads to dementia, yes. In fact, it's the cause of almost 70% of all dementia cases.
So, they're one and the same, kinda?
Yeah.
Anyway, do what you gotta do, Yagami.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this one has a cat. So let's double cat. Yeah, there's a cat. It wouldn't be in here. It'd be outside. Oh, that's a cat.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what it is. Wait. I thought it was kind of... Oh. No, it's not okay. Gonna get that video up. Oh, I see it.
Suspicious.
Done.
Has anyone else slept here since Waku-san's death?
Nobody, no.
And Waku-san was missing from his room the morning of the incident, yes?
That's right.
So, he was murdered here, then carried out.
I can't say for sure, but it's likely.
Oh, shit. No.
Uh-huh. Hey. The window's sealed shut. There's no way Waku-san could have escaped through here. Suspicious. All the rooms have windows like this, right? Seems like people would notice if something was going on in here.
Well, we only have so many employees in this ward. The halls stay fairly busy, but it's mostly dementia patients moving between appointments.
I see. I wonder how the room looks from the hallway.
You got all you need from here, yeah?
I think so. You can definitely see what's going on from out here. Shintani-sensei, can you lay on the bed for me?
I guess so. Care to join me, Terasawa-san? What do you got to lose? It was a joke.
So from this vantage point, you can't make out the person's face.
So, was this the colossal waste of time I knew it'd be?
Nope.
Yep.
I got something I'd only get from being here.
Does it matter? It's been days. Case is practically closed. Shinpei Okubo is guilty as hell.
Well, according to him, he's not.
Of course that's what he says. Consider the facts, though, man. You want to review the case?
Sure. Let's go over what we know so far.
Whatever you want. All right, here we go. Our victim was the patient staying in this room. Koichi Waku, male, age 66. At 8:30 a.m. on the morning of the crime, the nurses noticed he was missing from his bed. Given Waku's degenerative state, they assumed he was wandering around the hospital somewhere. But after being unable to track him down, hospital staff filed a missing persons report.
Right.
You know what a dementia patient's like, though. Hard to imagine they'd make it outside on their own. The only conclusion then was that somebody must have taken him out of the hospital. After inspecting all the cars that came in and out of the center, they were left with one possible suspect. A laundryman by the name of Shinpei Okubo. It didn't take much prodding for Okubo to confess burying Waku's body out in the mountains. And lo and behold, 3 months after Waku disappeared, the cops found his body rotting away right where Okubo said it'd be. Cause of death was most likely suffocation, but they still don't know for sure. Any objections to this so far, Yagami-sensei?
Actually, yeah. You're forgetting something.
And what's that?
Okubo-kun insists he didn't kill anyone. All he admits to is dumping the body.
Nope.
Oh, sure.
That's true.
But come on, Yagami. Guy's got a history of assault, and it's on record. Roughed up his girlfriend. Accidentally broke her finger.
Right, but that was over 6 years ago. He was just a kid. Got drunk, made a huge mistake.
And what? It's okay for a kid to hit a woman?
No.
Of course not. But that's not what he's on trial for.
True.
I don't condone what he did. But legally, committing one crime doesn't mean you're guilty of another.
Fine. But what about Okubo's shaky alibi? He said he left the center at 10 a.m. after grabbing the sheets from the general ward. Claimed Wakusan's corpse somehow got loaded into his truck. Who's gonna believe garbage like that?
If anyone should, it's his lawyers.
We're meeting with Okubo after this, right?
Yep.
You should just be honest with him. Tell him the case is unwinnable.
Are you two done here?
Yep. Can you show us the garage next? The one where Okubo-kun parked his truck. The service entrance, I think it was. That's the only other place we'll need to see today.
Yeah, true.
We'll need to take an elevator down there. Follow me.
Follow me.
He must have used this building's assets for something else, and like maybe Lost Judgment 2. Boy, for the school. I know in Lost Judgment 2 you're in a school. Basically that's gonna be funny because I can see what the fuck. I like how this is so different to a Yakuza game though. I feel like the story and like how it feels.
Hey, Yagami. You're never gonna last if you keep taking cases like this. Criminal suits are a constant test of your conviction. Your sense of justice. They don't even pay that well.
Careful who you say that around.
Look, just chill out, okay? Take it from me. I've been around the block way longer than you have.
Honestly, why do you is enough?
Looks like a regular old garage to me.
You'd make it out with no problem if you put a body into your truck down here. It's quiet.
It is.
Hey, Yagami, check this out. These are the carts they use to collect sheets and linens. Day of the crime, Okubo was all over the hospital with one of these things. It would have been simple for him to sneak a body in
I'll
there
probably
and cart it
do
right out.
up to chapter
Maybe so.
8 today.
Where was Okubo parked on the day of the incident?
Oh,
I guess one of these.
the truck was parked here, with the back facing the elevator. Here's a recreation of it.
Shit,
I see.
Yep.
DNA evidence from the victim was found in the flatbed of the truck. That's proof enough that the body was there. And when they confronted Okubo, he flat out admitted it.
When was Waku-san last seen?
Just before 8 a.m. on the day of the crime.
Yeah, 7:50 to be precise. An ADDC scientist will be testifying to that. He claims he saw him nice and cozy in his bed.
I see. Can we talk to this witness?
I tried to get an appointment,
could
but they
been
shut me
killed.
down.
He could been killed
Said they don't want us
beforehand.
interfering with their research anymore.
They're not willing to make an exception this once?
This isn't an issue you want to push, Yagami. Worst case scenario, you get charged with witness intimidation.
All right. Anyway, The victim was last seen at 7:50.
That's right. Breakfast is at 8 o'clock, so the patients who can walk on their own gather in the break room. But on the day of his disappearance, 8:30 came and went with no sign of Waku-san.
You thought you'd find him quickly. Didn't exactly turn out that way.
No.
Right.
Got that, Yagami? Here, let's go over some more details. What we know is, Waku was taken out of his room sometime between 7:50 when he was last seen, and 8:30 when everyone noticed he was gone. During that 40-minute span, somebody suffocated Waku and stuffed him into the laundry bin. Nobody suspected there was a body in the cart. And the only clear culprit was Okubo, the man in charge of the laundry. To further back this up, DNA evidence from Waku was found in Okubo's truck. Then when the police questioned Okubo, he confessed to burying the body in the mountains of Okutama. 3 months after the crime, Waku's corpse was finally found. With me? This thing's airtight, Yagami. I know you're getting into this, but come on. Just give it up already. You don't have a chance.
Even though Okubo says he's innocent, I promised him we'd do everything we could.
Not my problem. You shouldn't make promises you can't keep.
Fine, then I'll do it alone. You don't have to be involved.
Even if I'm not, the loss will hurt Genda-sensei's reputation.
I'm sorry, but our client says he's innocent. I can't back down from this.
Fine. I'll be in the lobby.
No.
If you like, I could take you to see Waku-san's room again.
You don't mind? That would be great.
Okay, we're going back.
Waku-san was here until the morning of the incident. Then he just up and disappeared.
Yo, what?
Are you finished?
Not yet. The window's sealed shut. There's no way Waku-san could have escaped through here. I wonder how well you can see in here from the hallway. Yeah, I've seen what I need. Anything else you can share?
How long will Okubo-san's sentence be?
Huh?
2 years.
If he's found guilty, that is.
Probably 10 years, maybe more. It's hard to say for sure.
And what if he confesses? Would they shorten his sentence?
Well, at the very least, it'd make a better impression than insisting he didn't do it.
But you're still going to push an innocent plea? Even though Okubo-san is the one who'll suffer for it?
If he's really not guilty, he won't have to. I'll win. But to be perfectly honest, this is my first criminal case.
What?
Civil cases have been a mixed bag for me, too. I've actually lost more than I've won.
Is that so?
Apparently, a smart lawyer would never even consider an innocent plea in this case. Guess it's a good thing that I'm not so smart then, because I honestly believe I can win. Terasawa-san, were you close to Okubo-kun?
I spoke to him pretty often, yes. I would see him around the ward all the time.
And what did you think of him? Did he seem like the kind of guy who'd do something like this?
Oh no.
I'm sorry. The director told us not to say too much.
Wait! If you know anything that can help, just get in touch, okay? I'll do whatever it takes to set Okubo-kun free. But I can't do it alone. Just give it some thought, Terasawa-san. Just now, we went to the ADDC. Thought I should have a look at things with my own eyes.
And? How'd it go?
There's no chance you walk. You're practically a lost cause.
Hey.
Yagami-sensei, is that what you think?
It's like this, Okubo. You tell me you're innocent, and I'll fight to the end. I really have nothing to lose by helping you out.
It's just like I told you. Whoever did it is framing me.
But who would frame you?
On the day of the crime, you were in the general ward at the ADDC, yes? Starting at 8 a.m., you went around to each room and gathered the linens.
Yes. Nobody would dispute that.
And after that, you covered Wakusan's nose and mouth, suffocated him, and then carted him out in a laundry bin.
That's not true. Wakusan wasn't there when I went into his room. I didn't see him at all that day. You have to believe me.
And I do. So when you went down to leave the center at 10 a.m. after gathering the linens, you realized there was a body hidden in the truck.
Yes. That's what happened.
Then, after debating whether or not to report the body, you chose to hide it in the mountains.
Why would he not just report it? Probably the drug what killed him.
I had a criminal assault on my record. I knew the police would have suspected me if I went to them.
Aren't you forgetting the bad blood you had with Wakusan?
Huh? Bad blood? What are you talking about?
3 days before the murder, Wakusan claimed Okubo-kun here punched him and stole his wallet. They told me all about it at the center.
When did you even ask?
While you were busy chatting up Terasawa-chan. Even if I bitch about it, I'm still damn good at my job.
Well, Okubo-kun, did you take his wallet, or...?
Not quite. They call it delusion of theft. It's a symptom of dementia. You think something's been stolen from you, then blame the first person you see. Not the easiest thing to deal with, right? Someone accuses you of theft for no reason? Must have been a shock. So when Wakusan tried to hit you, you just about hit him back.
But I didn't hit him.
No. You murdered him.
I wouldn't kill a man over something like that.
Ah. I wish I could believe you, pal. Come on, Okubo-kun. You got a record of violence.
It wasn't me. I swear. Somebody set me up. Please, you have to believe me. Whoever did this is laughing at all of us right now.
Calm down.
Yagami-sensei, do you believe me?
I do.
The fuck? That's the Spider-Man voice actor's here.
Come alone.
Fine. I can take a hint. You and Yagami-sensei can cuddle up all you want.
Hey, you know that nurse, Terasawa-san? Cute girl. Sounded like she was worried about you. Bet you'd have a chance with her once you get out of here.
I don't know. If you'll excuse me.
I can't. That's taking me out. That's where the judgments happen.
So Shintani just left you hanging, huh? He's gotta learn some damn patience.
Maybe so. But this is my case now. I can handle it myself.
Huh. Okay.
Well, I could end it here. And then continue on the next one. But I'll
Yagami-san.
Hmm?
Just continue on.
Have you seen Mafia lately?
Where's this coming from?
She's just not that great with men. I suggest you be more assertive.
Right. Okay.
You mean that friend of yours, Saori-kun? She's got Shintani all riled up. Said he'd have been nicer to you if he knew you had friends who looked like her. Jackass.
Hey, nothing's official yet, guys. Regardless, keep it on the down low, okay?
Yet? That word says more than you think.
Mafia-kun's a prosecutor, right? Isn't it kind of taboo for her to date a defense attorney?
Can we not do this?
Either way, guess the Okubo case comes first. Pleading innocent, yeah?
That's the plan.
What is your plan here? This isn't gonna be an easy win.
Well, I'm working on that. There's one piece of evidence that still bothers me.
Yeah? And what's that?
I don't know.
Take a look at this. It's the hospital room the victim was staying in. This is the last place Waku-san was seen before he disappeared. At the time, the witness would have seen Waku-san from this angle through the window in the door, but the cabinet here would have been blocking his face.
Uh-huh.
In other words, there's room to argue that the witness never actually saw Waku-san to begin with. It might have just looked like there was somebody in there. Or maybe the killer set it up to look that way.
And how would that impact the trial?
Well, the premise that the victim was still alive at 8 o'clock would no longer be on the table. Meaning, the crime could have occurred during a much wider time range. With that in mind, we could claim there's no proof that Okubo took Waku-san out of the room.
Right. Not bad.
What the hell's your problem?
Was that Shintani?
I think so.
Get back here!
That bastard. Oh, he's eavesdropping on you.
What the hell?
I tried to stop him, but he pulled a stun gun on me.
Hey! Wait up! Hold up!
I'm Judgement. I bet you that's a female. That definitely is a female. And I bet you this person's the one who picks him.
Hold up! I was too slow.
You won't get away. Hold up.
A woman?
Help! Someone help me!
Aren't you Terasawa-san?
Let me go!
We got a groper out here? Scum of the earth! Not on my watch, you son of a bitch!
Then that Phillips, he's the one who did this. You need to. Oh, sorry. She escaped.
Can all lawyers fight like that?
You're gonna arrested now, motherfucker.
Did you really need to run away like that? I assume you came to see me.
There was something I wanted to talk to you about, yes. But I wasn't sure if I should. Then that pig-headed friend of yours started shouting, so I just lost it.
Okay, but did you have to tase him? Not that he didn't have it coming. Anyway, I'm listening if you want to talk. No matter what it is, I'll keep your secret. Anything you tell me will fall under client attorney privilege.
Well, you know the witness who last saw Waku-san? Said he saw him sleeping in his bed.
Uh-huh.
Well, that witness is a man by the name of Shono-san. He's one of the scientists at the ADDC. Not only that, but he's the director's right-hand man, too.
And this is him?
Yep.
Yes. He's a very dedicated doctor, so the nurses have a lot of faith in him. But something felt off when I heard what he had to say about the incident.
And what's that?
I guess I'm...
I'm gonna download the game quickly. I wanna try this game because Days Gone.
I'm just skeptical as to whether or not he actually saw Waku-san. I don't think he's intentionally deceiving us, but he may be mistaken somehow.
Yeah.
And if I had to guess, I'd say the other nurses feel the same.
Still, Why hasn't anyone mentioned this until now?
How could we? Nurses talking about a doctor behind his back? That's not something a nurse could do without consequences. And if it came to a courtroom testimony...
None of you would testify?
Maybe the other nurses wouldn't, but I would. I never really fit in over there anyway. Besides...
Yeah?
I think Okubo-san is innocent.
Oh, really? Sounds like I've finally got an ally on my team.
This is interesting.
I'm currently employed as a researcher at the Advanced Drug Development Center. Part of our research consists of clinical tests we perform on patients in the general ward of the center. On the day of the crime, I was making my usual rounds through the ward.
And what time was that?
Around 7:50?
You're sure?
Yes. The patients eat breakfast at precisely 8 o'clock. I always head to the break room myself, right around then, too.
This break room, to be precise?
That's correct. Our more mobile patients walk there for breakfast, instead of eating in their own rooms. Then, while the nurses help the patients eat, I ask about how they feel and how the medicine is treating them.
And on the day of Waku-san's disappearance, you passed by his room before going to the break room?
Yes.
And in that room, you saw Waku-san lying on the bed?
Yes.
Can you describe the situation to us as you remember it?
The door has a window, so you can see into the room from the hallway.
And this is the room you're referring to, yes?
That's correct. From where I was standing in the hallway, I could see Waku-san lying in bed. He was asleep, with a blanket covering most of his body.
And what time was that?
Around 7:50.
No further questions.
Yagami-sensei, why did you call her to the stand?
She actually asked to testify. Is that a problem?
Not really, no.
Terasawa-san, you were present for Shono-san's testimony just now, yes?
Yes.
And what is your opinion on that testimony?
For a scientist, I felt his wording was rather imprecise. And as a medical professional, I felt his actions were negligent.
Could I ask you to be a little more specific?
Our witness, Shono-san, claims he saw Waku-san sleeping in his bed during his morning rounds. However, there's no way he could have known that just by looking in from the hallway.
I have evidence supporting Terasawa-san's testimony. Please look at this. It's a photograph of the victim's room as viewed from the hallway. In other words, this is what Shono-san would have seen when he checked in on Waku-san.
The victim was already dead. The culprit was hiding in the room.
The murderer was already hiding in the room.
What are you implying?
He then killed Waku-san after Shono-san left. After that, he used a laundry cart to carry the body down to Okubo-san's truck in the garage.
But there was only one person seen taking a laundry cart from Waku-san's room. And that's Okubo-san himself. Are you saying he really is the culprit?
Huh?
Please. You know this is a court of law, don't you?
Sorry, let me start over. Our witness, Shono-san, claims he saw Waku-san sleeping in his bed during his morning rounds. However, I'm not convinced that's actually what happened. Please look at this. It's a photograph of the victim's room as viewed from the hallway. In other words, this is what Shono-san would have seen when he checked in on Waku-san. Waku-san was already dead when Shono-san went to check on him.
What are you implying?
At the time, the defendant hadn't yet collected the linens. In fact, he hadn't even arrived at the ADDC, meaning Okubo-san could not have been the murderer.
Assuming that's true, then, why did he go through the trouble of hiding Waku-san's body in his laundry cart?
Huh? Well, depending on how you look at it...
Please. You know this is a court of law, don't you?
Sorry, let me start over. Our witness, Shono-san, claimed, however, I'm not convinced that's actually what happened. Please look at this. In other words, this is what... Shono-san was lying when he said he saw Waku-san in the bed.
Excuse me?
What he saw from the door was likely nothing more than a bulge of sheets. He couldn't have been able to identify it specifically as Waku-san. So to claim as much in his testimony seems like quite an exaggeration, don't you think?
But common sense would dictate otherwise, would it not? Who would be in the bed other than Waku-san?
The staff nurses are trained to always enter a room when checking in on a patient. In Waku-san's case, it's impossible to tell anything just by looking in from the hallway. There was actually one time a while back where we thought he was under the covers, only to find Waku-san eating in the break room a second later. And upon re-examining the room, we realized that we had mistaken a bunched-up pillow for Waku-san.
The witness makes an important distinction. The prosecution asserts that Shono-san's testimony is clear, that the victim was taken out of his room at some point between 7:50 and 8:30 in the morning. They claim that because of this time frame, the defendant must have smuggled Waku-san's body out in his laundry bin. But if Shono-san's testimony is invalid, as the defense asserts, we have to consider the possibility that Waku-san was taken in the middle of the night when nobody else was around. After which, the killer could have waited until the morning to plant the body in the defendant's truck. In other words, the defense establishes that there is reasonable doubt that Okubo-san is the killer, rendering the prosecution's central argument unsound. Your Honor, taking this new testimony into account, I'd like to call Shono-san back to the stand for cross-examination. Shono-san.
Yes?
I'll get right to the point. On the day of the crime, what did you see when you looked into Waku-san's room?
I saw Waku-san asleep in his bed, I think.
And did you get a clear look at his face?
I don't remember.
So it's possible that it could have been someone other than Waku-san in that bed. Or maybe even a pillow that you mistook to be Waku-san's body. Isn't that right?
Objection! The defense is leading the witness.
Sustained. Please rephrase the question.
Shono-san, can you say without a doubt that Waku-san was in that bed when you checked on him?
I don't think I can, no.
Then the defense rests. But I do have a quick remark for the prosecution.
Huh?
The charges against my client stem from your assertion that he's the only possible suspect, assuming the crime took place within the stated time frame. However, the defense has proven without a doubt that Shono-san's testimony is unreliable, establishing reasonable doubt for my client. I would suggest, then, that you withdraw the charges against my client. With such inconclusive evidence, you'll only be wasting the court's precious time.
The prosecution does not consider the witness's testimony inconclusive. His memory of the incident may be fuzzy, yes, but that doesn't change that he saw the victim.
So, your whole case is based on a fuzzy memory? This promising young man's future is at stake, and you're willing to throw that away on unreliable testimony?
Dr. Shono is a bright and diligent researcher. After watching his own grandmother develop dementia, he vowed to create a drug that could cure the disease. After paying his own way through medical school, he went on to become the head researcher at the ADDC. Day after day, Dr. Shono visits his sick patients out of the kindness of his heart, leading to his valiant testimony here today. If you want to know whether I trust this man, then my answer is a resounding yes.
In other words, because he's such a great researcher, his testimony is infallible. His own admission that he's not sure is somehow overlooked? Is that the sum of it? Because from here, it sounds like you're putting your faith in Shono-san's title, not his testimony today.
The prosecution is not as easily swayed as you think. And you want to talk reputation? What of your client's history of domestic abuse? 6 years ago, the defendant broke his girlfriend's finger. The poor girl is still suffering from the effects. And the cause? A minor, drunken disagreement. Now, fast forward to what occurred a few days prior to the crime. Waku-san, suspecting the defendant of stealing his wallet, lashed out and punched the defendant in the face. Given the clearly violent nature of Okubo-san here, that alone would be motivation enough to murder the poor old...
Yeah, we don't talk to this person.
Is something wrong, ma'am? Please remain seated while court is in session. Terasawa-san?
Okubo-san is not a violent person. And he hasn't even had a drink in over 6 years. Not a single drop since the incident.
My court will not stand for this commotion.
He didn't blame Waku-san at all. He knew that the outburst was just caused by his dementia. That it was all the sickness's fault. So there was no reason for him to resort to murder.
Terasawa-san, please.
Okubo-san really is an incredible, caring person.
Please leave this courtroom at once.
You're right that he may be hard to approach, but he's a kind soul, and he always keeps his promises. Okubo-san's not the only person in this courtroom who would be affected by a guilty verdict, either. As a matter of fact, it would break my heart. And even through it all, he wanted me to keep this a secret, not to tell anyone, not even his lawyer, that we were dating.
No.
Even though he knew he could have ended up in prison, making sure I was safe was the only thing in the world he cared about. That's just who he is! But when the prosecution has already decided he's a criminal, how could he possibly be given a fair trial?
Her little outburst wasn't technically admissible, but as the trial dragged on, it hung over the jury like a stone. And in the end, Shinpei Okubo was found not guilty. But only a month after his release, everything changed. The same girl who had so bravely proclaimed Okubo's innocence died by the man's own hand.
Yeah. Now we're going back to present day.
Hi.
Something wrong?
No, it's nothing, Vice Minister.
But...
I haven't seen you in about 3 years, Kido-san. I see you're still the director.
You look familiar, but I can't quite place the name. I seem to recall you looking sharper.
I'm a detective based in Kamurocho now. The name's Yagami.
Ah, I remember now. You're the reason Terasawa-kun's no longer with us. Remember, Shono?
Okubo-san was unstoppable. If only my testimony had been better.
Shono-san, right?
Does it matter? What brings you here anyway?
I'm investigating a murder, and I'll need your cooperation with it. Just like old times.
Everything's going back here. I feel like everything's...
Yes, I see. Yes. Thank you. It does seem we received a phone call from this Shintani-san you speak of.
Do you know who he was calling?
Dr. Shono.
The same Shono-san you were just with?
Yes. However, it's unclear as to what the point of the call was meant to be. Shono was away from his desk at the time, you see, and Shintani-san didn't leave a message.
You have no idea what he wanted to talk about?
None. Shono says he doesn't know a Shintani-san, and sees no reason why he would be calling.
Oh, really?
Look, Shono and I co-authored the research paper on AD9. We're quite well known, as it turns out. Sometimes, complete strangers pretend to be close friends or relatives in order to contact us. Perhaps Shintani-san fell into that category.
Have you heard of the mole murders taking place in Kamurocho, Dr. Kido? 3 Yakuza, each one with their eyes gouged out. It's a grisly business. Shintani was killed in the same way.
I've seen the news.
Can you think of anything tying the ADDC to those murders?
Huh? Look, just what are you implying? Look, I believe we're done here. There's nothing I can help you with.
Please stop! You can't!
Who are you?
Detective Kuroiwa, Kamuro Police, Organized Crime. One of your guests here has information related to the case I'm currently investigating. That would be you, Yagami.
Hmm?
I'd like to speak to you as a material witness to the murder of the lawyer Masamichi Shintani.
Is that so?
Oh.
The mole's
I didn't
latest victim
say
was the lawyer,
party.
Shintani. The last call he made brings the case that ruined Yagami 3 years ago back to the surface. A patient was taken from a hospital and found buried in the mountains. Yagami defended the
I
suspect.
forgot to say, what I'll do is I'm going to end it once we can get to a bit where we can save.
1 month later, he murdered his girlfriend Emi Terasawa with a kitchen knife and burned the remains.
But why? Illusion.
I'd like to speak to you as a material witness to the murder of the lawyer Masamichi Shintani.
Is that so?
I'm Hoshino, an attorney at Genda Law Office. Officer, is this interview voluntary, or...?
It is.
It's your call, Yagami-san.
I think I'll pass.
Excuse me?
You have your answer, sir. You can go now.
You can make this easier if you come now. Next time, it won't be voluntary.
Your empty threats don't mean much to a lawyer.
Can you take this elsewhere? I really must be...
Too bad he's not a lawyer anymore, then. Your friend's nothing now. Just come along quietly. I'll come back with a warrant if I have to.
I'd like to see you try. Why do you suspect me anyway? I bet you don't even have a reason.
No, you don't.
I can come up with a few good ones.
Enough! Get the hell out of my office.
You'll regret this, Yagami.
Kuroiwa-san. You two, out.
Before we go, can we speak to Shono-san for a sec? We need to know why Shintani called him.
Listen, I already told you he doesn't know. Get it through your skull. Now, please leave.
No problem. We'll let you get back to work.
This is really getting out of hand, don't you think? I can't believe that detective thinks you're a material witness.
Yeah. I don't know what he's talking about. But what I'm more interested in is how he even knew where to find me.
That's a good point. How would the police know we were here?
Beats me. For now, let's focus on Shono, though. It would be a waste coming here and not talking to him.
Agreed. Let's see if the receptionist can help us.
So I'm going to end it here. I'll be back in the next stream on the 1st. This is getting interesting. Like, this is getting so interesting. Like, I'm enjoying this so much. Yeah, I put on easy difficulty because I just want to play the story. So yeah, goodbye. And see you on the 1st. If you're here for... want to see more Judgment. First, then Lost Judgment some point next month. I'm going to try and probably stream a bit longer with those ones so we can get into April. For April will be us going to Yakuza Pirates, where we get to play as Majima, be a pirate and shit. It's going to be crazy. There's going to be guns, swearing, probably sex, whatever they want to do in that one. So yeah, goodbye. And then after that, we're probably going to be playing the Kato Files. It's the DLC to Lost Judgment for the first time. But so yeah, I'm going to end it here. Have a good day, night, evening, thing, and see you in the next one.